Truyền hình Việt Nam vùng Hoa Tịnh Đốn, chúng tôi xin trân trọng kính chào quý khán thính giả. Kính thưa quý vị, hôm nay là buổi chiều thứ Bảy ngày 26 tây tháng 3 năm 2016. Chúng tôi đang có mặt ở tại Hí viện Warner Theatre trong vùng Washington DC. Thưa quý vị, như quý vị cũng biết là cái theatre này rất là cũ, rất là xưa và bên trong rất là đẹp, nhưng mà hiện tại chúng tôi không có thể đứng ở bên trong được là tại vì đang trình diễn cái phần những cái tiết mục rất là hấp dẫn cho cái chương trình mà mùa lễ hội hoa anh đào. Thưa quý vị, hôm nay là ngày đầu tiên để khai mạc cho đại lễ mà mừng hoa anh đào tại vùng thủ đô Hoa Tịnh Đốn. Thưa quý vị, hàng năm thì mùa xuân tới là vào khoảng cuối tháng 3 đầu tháng 4 là hoa anh đào nở, thì có những cái chương trình để mừng lễ hội rất là hấp dẫn. Thưa quý vị, như quý vị cũng biết là hoa anh đào đã được tặng cho Hoa Kỳ giữa hai quốc gia Nhật và Hoa Kỳ cách đây đã hơn 100 năm, tức là 104 năm. Vào năm 1912 thì chính phủ Nhật đã tặng hoa anh đào và đã trồng dọc theo hồ Bạch Thủy, mỗi năm đã nở rộ khi mùa xuân đến. Với cái sự săn sóc của National Service Park, thưa quý vị, chương trình đại lễ mừng hoa anh đào tại Washington DC đã thu hút được mỗi năm là khoảng 1.500.000 du khách và cái số tiền thu được khoảng 160 triệu. Và thưa quý vị, chương trình này là kéo dài trong vòng 3 tuần lễ, từ bây giờ cho đến ngày 17 tháng 4 mới chấm dứt. Hiện tại hôm nay là trong cái buổi khai mạc này thì có một chương trình văn nghệ rất là hấp dẫn ở tại Hí viện Warner. Thưa quý vị, có sự hiện diện của ông đại sứ của Nhật Bản, của thị trưởng thành phố, thị trưởng của Washington DC và những vị quan chức khác và tất cả đồng hương cũng như là những người mà bảo trợ cho chương trình này. Thưa quý vị, có rất là nhiều cái tiết mục suốt trong 3 tuần và có những chương trình miễn phí, chẳng hạn như hôm nay cũng là chương trình miễn phí. Chúng tôi đang đứng trước cái gian hàng bán tất cả những vật kỷ niệm của Nhật, thì như quý vị thấy cũng được nhiều người chiếu cố và những cái màu sắc rất là đặc biệt. Thưa quý vị, chúng tôi xin mời quý vị theo dõi những hình ảnh chúng tôi ghi nhận được trong buổi lễ mừng hội hoa anh đào tại vùng thủ đô Hoa Tịnh Đốn.
Channel 7, I have to say, we are very, very proud of the fact that we get to brag every single day about our connection here to the Cherry Blossom Festival.
That's right.
So ladies and gentlemen, welcome now to the opening ceremony for the 2016 National Cherry Blossom Festival, the nation's greatest springtime celebration. Don't you agree? Absolutely.
And we especially We love all of our local Washington residents and from the surrounding area who come to this festival faithfully every year. But we also want to say hello and welcome to all of you from outside of the Washington area and from outside of our country.
That's right.
Welcome to one of the most beautiful places on earth at one of the most beautiful times of the year. Now, the Cherry Blossom Festival president, Diana Mayhew, is here. She is the National Cherry Blossom Festival president. She has worked on this program for many, many years, so she is an expert on putting together our wonderful festival. And also, the board of the Cherry Blossom Festival is here, the board chair, Kristen Rohr, who is also the brand ambassador for Guest Services of Washington. Would you join us in welcoming these two marvelous ladies?
But we want to welcome you here tonight on behalf of the National Cherry Blossom Festival Board of Directors, partners, sponsors, staff. We just so glad to have you here, and we're thrilled that you're here to celebrate not just spring, but in this wonderful opening ceremony, but the blossoms that are in full bloom right now. How fitting is that to celebrate the 1912 gift? So we're very happy about that as well. We have 3 more weeks to go. The festival continues through April 17th. There's so many dynamic events and programs for you to join in, and we couldn't do these events without the tremendous support of our sponsors, led by the host and the leadership circle sponsors, Events DC and A&A. Many people, volunteers, participants, they put so much of their own time and resources in this festival, so we can entertain about 1.5 million people every year. So again, I'd like to give them a big thanks.
As always, the National Park Service is a very, very special partner to the festival. Their tree crew works throughout the year caring and maintaining the trees that, as we all know, were a gift from Japan in 1912. It is absolutely amazing to me that about 100 of the original trees still survive near the tidal basin, and it is a testimony to the loving care given by the National Park Service's tree crew. And we have another reason to celebrate the National Park Service at this time. They were founded 100 years ago in 1916, so this is their centennial year.
It is a gift that symbolizes our everlasting friendship. Cherry blossom lovers, on behalf of those of us fortunate to live with the cherry blossoms all year long, I welcome you to the Cherry Blossom Festival. In case you didn't know it, this is also the kickoff of spring in the nation's capital. But spring refuses to come until the cherry blossoms come. Spring is here because this year the cherry blossoms were ahead of time. You know, the cherry blossoms are like babies. They come when they get good and ready. But we can't get enough of them. The Cherry Blossom Festival goes on for 3 weeks, and the Cherry Blossom Festival is held all over the District of Columbia.
As you know, I'm here today representing ANA, Japan's largest airline. ANA has been proud to serve as a bridge between our great nation for 30 years. And we are honored to sponsor the National Cherry Blossom Festival.
For the Honorable Muriel Bowser, Mayor of the District of Columbia.
Well, good evening, everybody. I am so pleased to welcome you all to the beautiful Warner Theater in Washington, D.C., and to our great city. On behalf of all of us who call D.C. home, that's 700,000 people, it's a pleasure to welcome you to the 2016 Cherry Blossom Festival. I, of course, want to extend our greetings to His Excellency, Ambassador of Japan, His Excellency and his wife, Mrs. Sasai. Please give them a round of applause for their great generosity. And so not only do the people of Japan and an ambassador spend time and extend their hand to us during this beautiful cherry blossom season, but they are also so gracious in opening the residence to us for any manner of events for Washington, D.C. I know you heard from our Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton. She's the chairwoman of the Cherry Blossom Board and is so dedicated to making sure that the National Mall, the national monuments have the investment that they need to welcome all of DC's visitors, not only for the cherry blossom season, but to see our wonderful monuments in our National Mall. Chris Rohr and Diana Mayhew do such a great job for the festival in bringing attention, not only for the weeks that we actually see the blossoms, but throughout the festival. Spring is great in Washington, so if you're coming from near, or if you're coming from far, I hope that you'll come back again. We've just experienced our 5th record-setting year of visitors from around the United States and around the world. What people frequently remark to me is how much Washington, D.C. has changed and changes every time they come back. And so in addition to visiting the mall, I hope that you will have a chance to see our wonderful neighborhoods and the people that make them home.
Good evening, everyone. What a pleasure to be here on behalf of the men and women of the National Park Service. I'm delighted to welcome you to the National Cherry Blossom Festival and, of course, the National Mall and Memorial Parks. We're delighted that our partners, our remarkable partners, the National Cherry Blossom Festival, decided this year to feature 4 of the treasures we're responsible for stewarding in this year's artwork. Hopefully you've seen, it's on the front of your program and throughout the festival, the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, the Jefferson Memorial, and of course the cherry trees themselves. And we couldn't be more proud and more humbled to be the stewards of those remarkable treasures.
Thank you, Leon. Greetings, Congresswoman Norton, Mayor Bowser, Ambassador Sasse, distinguished guests. On behalf of Events DC's Board of Directors, our President and CEO, Greg Odell, it is an honor to be with you this evening. The National Cherry Blossom Festival has made Washington, D.C. synonymous with spring. The festival is the nation's greatest springtime celebration, and for me, the parade is one of the highlights of the festival. As the official convention and sports authority for the District of Columbia, Events DC promotes conventions, tourism, and leisure travel to the District of Columbia. We are proud to support the National Cherry Blossom Festival because its exciting and innovative events for residents and visitors provide world-class entertainment showcasing the best of our city and our nation, while making a positive impact on the local economy.
his country, Japan. Mr. Ambassador.
Good evening, everyone. You know, I was thinking that comedy act, Gamal Jobber, Gag, 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 you know, that was on earlier. And those young guys reminded me a lot of myself in high school. You know, when the teacher left the classroom, I would try to impress the girls by acting funny like that. Those were good days. And I still have good days in America, Washington, and a different kind. And I don't have to impress the girls anymore. That's good and bad. But this is a great night with all the wonderful entertainment and the feeling of friendship. And we have every reason to feel good tonight. As the ambassador, I can tell you that the relations between Japan and the United States have never been better. The National Cherry Blossom Festival reflects that good spirit. We could hear in the voices of children from Fox Mill Elementary School's immersion program. When they sang the national anthem, I want to thank young ladies for the wonderful performance. It was great. And also the cherry, sorry, yeah. The Cherry Blossom Festival is the nation's greatest springtime celebration. And Japan is proud and happy to be part of it. This year, we celebrate 104 years since the original gift of trees from the governor, at the time mayor of Tokyo, to the American people. In fact, the governor of Tokyo, as was introduced by Mayor Bowser, will be visiting the town soon for the final days of the festival. Not the same mayor as the one 104 years ago, but still glad he can come.